All right, bro. Yo. All right, bro. This is. Oh, hold up, bro. Hold up. Probably should not be showing that. Yo. Yo, this is the first time ever doing this, bro. If you cannot tell, I do not know what is going on, bro. Yo. Okay. All right, bro. All right, we're doing some mock drafts. We're doing some mock drafts if you guys do want to join in here. But, bro. Yo, this is my first time doing this, by the way, if you guys are wondering. Streaming, I am not used to, but we're getting it going, bro. We're getting it going, bro. We're doing it. Yo, what's up, everybody? Hopping in the stream, bro. I gotta figure out how to get the stream chat in here. Dude, this is crazy, man. Do you guys want to hop in some mock drafts? Because we're about to do some. We're about to go crazy. You guys can get in these with me. It's free. It's just on Sleeper. We can do whatever you guys want to do. But we're gonna get these going eventually. We're gonna get them going right now. This is the first time I'm doing this, so it's gonna be a little bit tough. All right, you know, the first time, always the worst. It's always a little choppy. For some reason though, I put I put a thumbnail on here, but like it's just not working. She's just not working. She's just not working. But let me go ahead and drop the let me go ahead and drop the sleeper link in the chat here so we can get people to join this up. Can I join? Is this gonna be super late? I put a thumb. Oh, it is. It is gonna be super late. Okay. Sorry. I'll just have it up. Bam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Bro. Okay, man. Okay, here we go. There we go, man. If you guys do want to hop in this mock draft that we are about to do, go ahead and click that link and get in the sleeper draft. I can pin it too. Let's go, bro. We're learning. We're learning, bro. We are learning, man. We are learning. Okay. This all looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie to you. All right. All right. The link is in there for anybody that does want to join. And we will be going crazy. We will be going crazy. Yo, this is so lit though. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. All right, so the link is in the chat if you guys do want to join it. I'm gonna fill this out. Probably start a stream on TikTok too, just to get some people in here. But yo, to everybody in the stream, man, how are we doing? How are we doing? This is the first ever time I'm doing this. So, you know, it's gonna be a little tough. Here's the OBS, by the way, guys. If you want to, if you want to look at that, if you want to look at that, bro. Okay, okay, let's not do this, bro, because I feel like that's a little boring to just stare at that the entire time. I do appreciate you guys sticking around in this stream though, while I'm sitting here trying to figure out everything that's going on. But if you guys do want to join this mock draft, go ahead and click that link in the YouTube chat, and you guys can join the sleeper draft with me. Okay. This is all pretty new, bro. I'm still learning everything. If you guys have any fantasy football questions, go ahead and ask me. Yo, sports, what's up, bro? What, bro? Everybody in this stream right now, all like what, one, two of you probably, you are very important because this is the first ever time that I'm doing this. So I'm kind of a little bit lost as far as the technicalities go, but we still got the mock drafts going. I still am very, very knowledgeable in that. So if you guys do want to join it, click that link. I probably will be getting the live stream on TikTok going soon, so we can get more people flowing in here to get these filled out. But again, don't expect anything crazy from this live stream because I'm still trying to learn what in the world is going on. Is Jordan Love a good quarterback? Okay, I'm going to give you two answers. I'm going to give you the NFL answer, and I'm going to give you the fantasy football answer. The answer to both of those is yeah. If you were to ask me that question in the beginning of last season, I would have been like, man, you know, in the sample size that he has played behind Aaron Rodgers, he hasn't been amazing, whatever. But he really showed out with a lackluster group of wide receivers. Christian Watson was in and out with injury. Pretty much all of their wide receivers were injured last season, and that kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie, that kind of sucks. But he managed to do absolutely amazing for what he was given. So I think he should take a step up this year. I do think Josh Jacobs is a better running back than Aaron Jones as well. Nothing against Aaron Jones. Josh Jacobs is just that dude. But again, for all of you people in this stream, if you guys want to join, go ahead and click the link in the YouTube chat. You guys can join this mock draft. Yo, whoever this is that just joined this mock draft, consider yourself in, okay? Because you were the very first person to ever join these YouTube mock drafts. I'm super happy about it. I'm planning on drafting Jordan Love. I think that's a fine option. My favorite quarterbacks to draft right now, I usually am not a guy that likes taking quarterbacks super early in fantasy drafts. Anthony Richardson is good, but he's kind of inflated his fantasy value at this point. Kyler Murray is kind of the knockoff version of that. I do also like Jayden Daniels if you want to take a little bit more of a risk. Pretty much all the quarterbacks we want to be getting are dual threat quarterbacks that do have rushing upside just because it gives us so much extra value. And a lot of the times where you can find that value in a rookie or a sophomore seasoned quarterback, you can get value so much better because nobody really knows what they're going to do, so their ADP isn't inflated yet. Bryce Young is a really, really sleeper kind of running back if you were in like a super flex or two quarterback league. But yeah, I think Jordan Love's a fine option. He does have a bit of rushing upside. I'm liking Kyler Murray. It really depends on what league you're in and what kind of format you're doing. But let me go ahead and get this TikTok live started so we can fill out this draft. And then as we get going, as I draft, I can learn what the heck I'm doing in OBS because I am kind of just jumping into this with no gear. No gear, absolutely. And I need to figure out a way to put this YouTube chat up here. But I didn't. And I'm also showing you guys every single piece of this stream. So if you guys are trying to figure it out too, this is what it looks like, bro. This is the most confusing thing of all time. But you know what? You can hear me. You can see me. What else do you need to know, man? What else do you need to know? But I feel like I shouldn't just be staring in this because, you know, I might be showing something I can't show. Who knows? Whatever. We'll figure it out later, man. We'll figure it out later, bro. Sorry for the corny name. I haven't changed it since okay. No problem, bro. No problem. This is a judgment-free zone. I appreciate you hanging out in the stream. For all you people in here, that link that I dropped in the YouTube chat is the link to this mock draft, and we're going to start a mock draft, chill, hang out, have some fun. If you guys do want to join that, please go ahead and do it. I will be starting a TikTok live to get more people in here in a second. But this is my first ever time doing a live on YouTube. So I'm trying to figure out how it works, bro. I'm trying to figure it out. Let me not crash out at you guys. My fault. My fault. My fault. Yeah, okay. 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 You know what? I can probably take this and do something with this chat, you know? But I feel like if I just keep switching back and forth between the live chat, then it's just like gonna get annoying. You know what I mean? Like nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to sit here and watch me.
Yo, those are.
Now I got ads, bro. Now I got ads, bro. Are you serious? I got ads on my own video. Bro, I got ads on my own video, dude. Anybody in this stream right now, drop an L for that. Drop an L for that, bro. I can start a poll too. Great. That's awesome. Dude, I'm sure there's like I'm sure there's some way that I can just do this without being stupid. Okay. Let me stop wasting people's time because this live is also supposed to have a thumbnail. So you guys are going to watch me put the thumbnail on this. See, the thumbnail's right here, bro. Why is it not working? Whatever, man. Whatever, whatever. This is our first try, so you guys get what you're gonna get. All right. You guys get what you're gonna get. Let's go ahead and start a mock draft, man, because I don't want to waste people's time. I appreciate every single person in this live stream right now. You are all very, very important. So let's start a live on the YouTube or on the TikTok actually, so you can get more people in the stream. Oh, you guys gave me a good idea, bro. Actually, you didn't because it's not gonna work either way, bro. I'm a noob at this, guys. If you can't tell, I am a noob at this, bro. Dude, I'm pretty sure there's um, like a practice thing you can do on YouTube where you're not actually live, but you can just get going and kind of see how it looks. I didn't do that. I'm a little slow, so that's that. If you guys want to worry about that, but the YouTube live is just sorry. The TikTok live, man. The TikTok live is going up. TikTok live is here, guys. It is set up. I probably will drop the link in a couple other chats as well, though, just to get this thing filled out. We're gonna get it filled out, though. It's not a matter of if; it's a matter of when, because this thing will get filled. This thing will get filled. I promise. It is kind of weird though how the stream isn't popping up, but it is what it is. Yo, what is up to everybody hopping in these live streams, man? We are getting going. We're about to do a mock draft, and we're about to fill this joint up. We're about to fill this joint up. What is up to everybody hopping in the TikTok stream? But if you guys have any questions, fantasy football questions, by any means, let me know. By any means, let me know. All right. All right, bro. Yo, what is up, everybody hopping in the TikTok stream? Yo, link in chalkboard. The link is in the YouTube actually this time because the chalkboard is being very mean to me. So if you look up Sports Rhythm on YouTube, you will find it, and the link is in the chat on YouTube. We're live on YouTube as well. So anybody that wants to join this mock draft, the very first of the season, go ahead and head over to YouTube, and we will get this thing going when we get it filled out, and it will fill quick. So go ahead and do that as well. But dude, I'm like a baby, bro. I'm like a baby. I've never done this on YouTube before, but we're doing it now. We're doing it now at 10 o'clock on a Thursday. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Check on the TikTok chat. What are you guys doing? What's up, brother? What's up? I know it's only preseason, but Patriots are finally winning a game. Yes, sir, they are. That does not usually happen. But what is up, everybody hopping in the TikTok chat? If you guys do want to join this mock draft, we will be getting it going. The link is in YouTube. Search up Sports Rhythm on YouTube and you will find it. The link is over there. Have some fun. Enjoy that. Yo, hi Queen, what's up, guys? Yo, what is up to everybody hopping in the stream, man? Go ahead and hit that link and join up this mock draft. I need to figure out a way to get the stream chat on my screen so I don't have to keep going back and forth because that's kind of annoying. But what is up to everybody hopping in this? We are filling out this mock draft. We will get it going once we get enough people in here, but that should only take a second. And I honestly might drop it in the chalkboard just so we can get this thing filled out. Oh, I just realized you can see all that on TikTok too. What is up, everybody hopping in the TikTok stream, man? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Gotta make it a 12? I think it is. It is a 12. It is a 12. Oh no, it's a 10 now. Yeah, I'll make it a 12. I don't know what happened. I don't know why it's a 10, but it is. Draft settings. Move it to 12. There we go, guys. I'm learning. I'm learning. But yeah, welcome in everybody in this stream. I wish I could get the chat up some other way, but it's not gonna happen. Yo, we got people filling in the stream. Okay, let me chill out, bro. What is up, everybody? Hop in, how to join? The link is in YouTube. Just look up Sports Rhythm on YouTube and you will find it. The link is in the live chat over there. This thing is filling up, and I do appreciate every single human being in this live stream. You all matter very, very much. And it's time to do some mock drafts, man. It's never too early. Preseason just started, but it's never too early to do some mock drafts. I'll tell you that much. I will tell you that much. Guys, if you do want to join this mock draft, everybody on TikTok, the link is in the YouTube bio. Search up Sports Rhythm on YouTube. And the sleeper link is in there. The sleeper link is in there. What is going on over here, bro? Am I tweaking? Guys, I think I'm tweaking. I think I'm tweaking. You guys get to watch me waddle away over here. Probably should have came more prepared. Probably should have came more prepared, but it is gonna happen. What is up to everybody hopping in the stream? If you guys are over here on TikTok, the link is in the YouTube bio. Just search up Sports Rhythm on YouTube, and you guys will find it. Very, very simple. Very, very easy. Oh, we got some chats, bro. It's not letting you join for some reason. Okay, we got more issues, bro. I mean, it's working for some people. I don't know why it's not for you. That is interesting. But we are filling this thing out. We're about to be golden. For everybody that wants to hop in here, the link is in the YouTube bio. Or the live. Jeez, I don't even know what I'm saying. All right, man. I guess I gave myself the 5th pick. I didn't even really realize that I did that, but I did. So that's always nice. Everybody on TikTok, if you want to join this stream, it's in the YouTube bio. Just search up Sports Rhythm on YouTube, and the link to the sleeper is in the live chat on YouTube. See, this is the first ever time that I'm doing this, so we will be more prepared later. When are we starting? We're gonna start when this thing fills up. I think I'm gonna throw the link in the chalkboard though, just so we can get more people in here. Let me do that real quick. Well, let me do that real quick because I don't want to keep anybody waiting, man. Okay, guys, if you can't tell, this is my first time doing this, bro. I am not a professional at YouTube Lives, but we will be now. We will be now. All right, guys. We should be straight. We should be straight. Bet. Awesome. Yo, I appreciate all you guys hanging around in this YouTube chat, though. I might honestly just stick it to YouTube because I don't know if I can handle 2 streams at once, bro. This is kind of insane. This is kind of insane. But everybody is filling out these drafts, and I might move back. I don't know. I don't know. Let's check on the YouTube chat though. Puka, Xavier Worthy, Brian. Okay. I love your curly hair, cute queen. What kind of chat we got going on here, bro? What kind of chat? And I know you're saying that because I just got a cut. You're gassing me up a little too much. Oh, we're filled up. We're filled up. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, what is this, bro? Yes, I want to start. The draft is started, bro. The draft is started, dude. 30 seconds a pick? Oh, it's 2 minutes. I'm changing it to 30 seconds. Whoa. That would take too long, bro. 2 minutes? No. 30 seconds a pick, guys. 30 seconds a pick. Welcome in, everybody, to the first official mock draft over here on YouTube. I'm so back. Yes, sir. Yo, everybody in the TikTok chat, go check out the YouTube because I'm going to end this TikTok chat and strictly focus on the YouTube so we can get this thing going. So if you're not, check out Sports Rhythm on YouTube. This is where we are live. I need to focus all of my attention because we're getting nasty. What? Am I seeing this right? Am I seeing this right? Am I seeing this right, bro? Am I see? Am I? Okay, it's all right. It's one of these. It's one of these. Okay. No. I know. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this. No. I'm ready, bro. I'm ready. It's one of these drafts. It's one of these drafts. Okay, Josh Palmer. Okay, are we creating a Chargers super team? What's going on here, man? What's going on here? Chargers super team. This looks like what's going on. Yo, I do recognize some of you guys from like last year's live streams and last year's mock drafts too. So shout out to you guys for hopping in here. I do appreciate that. Josh Palmer. Okay. Josh Palmer's insane. It's my pick. I don't really think this is much of a debate. We're taking Tyreek Hill. Perfectly fine. Honestly, in 12-man drafts, I do like sticking kind of towards the front middle because I'm not really game taking CeeDee Lamb. I'm not really game taking Chris McCaffrey solely because the percent chance that the number one overall at a position finishes number one overall for 2 years in a row is really, really low. So I just like moving back a little bit, getting some top wide receivers or running backs that have the same potential to finish at number one, but statistically a better chance. So mid to early first round is what I like. Yes, sir, bro. Yes, sir. Yo, what the? Who is this? Who is this, bro? Who is this? Who is this, dude? Who is this? This is about to be nasty. Dude, TikTok is better. Dude, once I get used to streaming on YouTube, I will do TikTok more often. I just need to figure out what the freak I'm doing, bro. Because OBS is interesting, man. OBS is very interesting. I will be going over everybody's team. I will be looking through all the squadrons as per usual. And we will be going crazy for all the teams that are not meme teams like we got going on at pick number 1 and pick here in the middle as well. But I guess that's an issue for another day. Jahmyr Gibbs, AJ Brown. I like that team. I like the start of that team. Garrett Wilson and Bijan Robinson, another one. I got to kind of figure out what I'm going to go with here. I do like taking kind of a hero RB strategy to these drafts. YouTube is way better. Bro, YouTube is way better, man. You can see my beautiful face and the live stream. How's the audio, by the way? Like, do I sound clapped or does it sound, like, pretty decent? Do I sound clapped or do I sound decent? I'm not really game for Davante Adams, but I don't really like any of these other options anyways. Is it crazy? I would have liked to get a running back here, but I don't want a tight end. I don't like taking tight ends in the early rounds just because they're not amazing. They're not amazing this year, so I don't see the purpose of it. Would have loved to get a running back at that pick, but I think that's a little bit high for Drake London, but I got Kyron sniped for me, so shout out to one of you guys for taking Kyron. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Bro, PS2, that's what I'm saying. I don't know who that is, bro. I don't know who that is, dude. Okay, but we got a 2 RB stack going here with Travis Etienne and Chris McCaffrey. I don't know if I love that. And here's our first quarterback that goes off the board, Josh Allen. I think that is a little bit early for quarterbacks. I don't necessarily love taking quarterbacks early just because I think there's some later round sleepers with rushing upside. Because Jalen Hurts lost Jason Kelce. Also, Jalen Hurts or DeAndre Swift got tackled at the 1 yard line, I think like 8 times. Not like something crazy. He got tackled at the 1 yard line so many times this last season. So it caused the Eagles to run so many more tush pushes at the 1 yard line, causing Jalen Hurts to get a lot more rushing touchdowns. So I think it's pretty much a guarantee that that rushing touchdown number is going to come down this year. And again, Josh Allen, he doesn't have Stephon Diggs anymore. So, it just lowers his upside that much to a point where I'm not game taking a quarterback in the first 2 rounds. Okay, then we got Bryce Young and Chris Olave. What in the world is going on here, bro? What is going on here, man? It's a given. When I do these live streams, if you guys know me, this always ends up happening at least once, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Because we got this, it is what it is, bro. But yeah, I'm not a huge quarterback in early rounds kind of guy. I think there's a lot of late round sleepers that we can go ahead and get better. So we're gonna go ahead and see who comes around to us at our pick here. Probably not gonna be anybody amazing. Deebo Samuel's fine. I'm okay with not taking him. I could go Brandon Ayuk. I don't like all the controversy going around with what team he's gonna be on. And I don't need another wide receiver, and we do need to go running back because the fall off does kind of start in a bit. I'm not gonna lie. The running back fall off is 100% real, so we might have to go with Derrick Henry. I don't mind taking Josh Jacobs. I think it is a little bit early, at least in the sleeper ADPs. But Derrick Henry does have a way better offense this year. I don't expect the Ravens, to just throw him out there. But it is what it is. He's a perfectly fine running back, 3rd round. He's probably going to be restricted a little bit just because he is getting old. He's getting up there, and they need him to stay healthy if they do want to win games. But I got no problems with that. I got no problems with that, man. Is Trey McBride a good fantasy tight end? 100%. 100% he's a great fantasy tight end. The problem is, or I guess the question is, where is he being drafted at? And he's being drafted at a point where he's in that top tight end range. So you might want to wait. You might want to wait and get a lower level tight end. I think Brock Bowers is a great fantasy option this year that's going decently late in drafts to where you don't have to give up a lot of other wide receiver or running back capital to get him on your squad. I should have taken Travis Etienne. I could have, but I like the value of Derrick Henry a little bit later, and we got Drake London. I don't love the Drake London pick. It just so happened to fall to me, though. It did. It did. Jesus is good. That's a fact. Benji, you are speaking facts. God is great, man. Absolutely great. 100% of the time. But, let's see. Gerald Everett, trust. Dude, what? Gerald Everett, bro. I'm expecting Team 1 to pick up Gerald Everett. I'm not picking him up. There was a point in time where he did have a little bit of hype. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if I was a part of that, though. I don't know if I was a part of that. I'm not going to lie to you. Man, just missed Derrick Henry. Yes, sir, bro. Sorry about that. Creeper Jones, man. Creeper Jones. Creeper Jones, bro. Pacheco on top. That's a good pick as well. That's a good pick as well. Amon-Ra, Marvin Harrison, Pacheco. Young squad with a lot of potential. I do like how that's going as well. Marvin Harrison or Mike Evans. The answer for that is going to be Marvin Harrison. If you guys have watched my videos here on YouTube, I'm not an insane Marvin Harrison fan, but that's when he's going like the early second round, late first. He's been dropping a little bit, and I think that's normal. I think that's about how it should be. If you can get him like probably mid to late second round, I'm okay with that. I do think he's a little bit more risky, and when you have a first, second round pick, you usually want to go a little bit safer so you can take those risks in the later rounds. But if we're talking about Mike Evans, I would definitely take Marvin Harrison over him. Mike Evans is also dealing with a little bit of coaching changes. They helped Baker be so much more of an efficient quarterback, and now that guy's gone. So I think the passing offense is going to dip a little bit, and Mike Evans is getting a little bit older as well. So Marvin Harrison's definitely going to be a higher upside kind of guy, and I think he has the potential to finish higher than Mike Evans. But now that I look at this, we do have the infamous Trey McBride popping up here. And we got to look at our potential picks here after that. I'm not going to go quarterback. I think we're going to go Hero RB. It's looking like Hero RB. It is. I'm not in love with Stefon Diggs either. I'm definitely not taking quarterback, guys. By the way, a tip. If you're in fantasy football drafts and a string of quarterbacks, or like here in the first round, a string of wide receivers go, don't feel like you have to take a wide receiver or whatever the position is that's being drafted heavy because you're like going to fear missing out. If anything, it's the wrong move to do because all of the wide receiver value is being taken up and you're just going to be getting the bottom of the barrel in that tier at least. So it's a way better idea to go a different position because later in the draft, there's not going to be as many, if for example, wide receivers because everybody's stacked up on them. So you can get your value back by doing that. And don't just take a bunch of positions because you're scared that they're going off the draft board. It is very, very beneficial for that draft strategy to go down. Okay. Here we go. We got 2 picks that I like. So you can take whatever you want, bro. You can take whatever you want here. Is that Tyler Lockett as your profile picture? Okay. Okay, so he takes Mark Andrews. I'm perfectly fine with that. I do want to look at who we have later in this round just to see what the vibrations are. And the vibrations are looking fine. So let's go ahead and take Trey McBride here. Let's get our tight end out of the way. 5th round for Trey McBride is fine. I know somebody in the YouTube chat was asking about Trey McBride before. If he's fallen to us here, that is great. We also might be able to get a secret stack later, which I'm not going to talk about because I don't want you guys to spoil all of my picks. But I really am enjoying this draft, by the way. If you guys are in this live stream, go ahead and like it. It takes 2 seconds, nothing out of your day, but it does help me and this page go a little bit crazier and help more people get in these live streams. So I do appreciate you guys just hopping in this live stream, man. This is the first ever for all you people in here. This is the first ever live stream I've done on YouTube. So this will probably be in here for the archives for everybody to see when this page hits 100K, 200K, because I'm not stopping the videos, man. We will see success. We've seen a great amount of success already as well. Mixon or McBride, that really depends on your team structure. I think McBride's better positionally, obviously, because he's top 5 tight end. But it depends on what your team needs. I do like getting kind of a hero RB strategy going in the early rounds than taking another guy later. I'd probably feel safer. It depends. If you're in a 2 RB league, like you start 2 running backs, I'd probably take Mixon. But you really can't go wrong with either of the picks. Who sniped Hurts? That's unfortunate. That is quite unfortunate. As long as my quarterback doesn't get sniped, because I'm looking for one, and he's looking for me. He's looking for me, bro. He's looking for me. Okay, as far as wide receivers go, if I'm trying to get Tank Dell, do I need any more solid wide receivers? Yeah, I would. Again, it really just depends on your team construction. If you're gunning for Tank Dell as one of your top wide receivers, I would definitely try to get a more solid guy. Just because there is a lot of question marks in that Texans offense, because you just have so many moving parts. You have Joe Mixon coming to the team now. Obviously, you have Stephon Diggs. So that's kind of putting Tank Dell as the wide receiver 3. Again, Tank Dell and Stephon Diggs have 2 completely different play styles, so I don't think they're going to contrast in that way. But if you're going for Tank Dell, he's a perfectly fine player. He has a lot of upside, but I would definitely look to get solid wide receiver options next to him, just because a majority of leagues, you got to start more than 2 wide receivers and a couple flex spots. So it's going to be a little bit smarter to lean wide receiver heavy in that case. But if you're getting Tank Dell, you're not taking a super high pick on him anyways. So you can get a couple good running backs in the early rounds if you really want to take that risk on. It's not even a risk. If you want to go crazy with Tank Dell. But what quarterbacks do we have here? Why is CJ Stroud still here? I might have to go CJ Stroud. I don't really. That's not who I was planning on. But if we're looking at ADP, what are we doing here? I appreciate you guys keeping CJ Stroud for me. I know this person that's drafting right after me is probably sick right now. This dude's probably sick to his stomach that I took CJ Stroud. Let me know in the YouTube chat if you're in here still. Yes, sir. Take Stroud. I got you, man. I got you. It's one of those things where you just gotta draft by position. If you have a draft strategy, most of the time you have to be flexible because you got to take what the draft gives you. And I have completely abandoned the running back position, so I'm gonna have to take a couple of those guys here. And I assume the number 1, 2, and 3 pick guys are all gonna take running backs because they're a little low as well. And he takes Ramondre Stevenson. That's honestly not a bad pick. But it's probably an auto pick. I don't know if he actually did that. Either way, Ramondre Stevenson is a really interesting player to me because there's a real good chance that he's absolute booty cheeks, but there's also a really good chance that he ends up outperforming his ADP. So it's really just a complete hit or miss in my opinion. But we have no running backs here. We have no running backs here, bro. I've kind of punted the running back position, so I feel like I just have to continue it, you know? I don't love any of these picks, bro. I really don't. I really don't like any of these picks. I'm not going to take Terry as much as the Commanders fan in me wants me to take Terry. I'm not. I think we're going to go Rashee Rice. When he does come back from suspension, if he does get suspended, he's going to be a perfectly fine player. And one strategy that I've had in my drafts is grabbing players that are suspended or are just missing time in the beginning of the season because their ADP is so low. So low. And you're really playing to win that last half of the season. If you can get by the first 5 weeks of the season with not a complete roster and just end up being 500 in fantasy football, you get your players back mid season, you're gonna be perfectly fine. You're gonna be set up for the playoffs. So I did that with DeAndre Hopkins when he was missing time. Came back and helped me win a league. So, if the draft allows you to do that, it's definitely a strategy and a possibility. But again, that number one spot for the fantasy football playoffs is definitely valuable, and you don't want to overlook that. You think Stroud is having a sophomore slump? You know, I wouldn't call it a slump, but I definitely could see him not outperforming what we expect him to be. But again, if we're taking him in, what is this, the sixth round? It's pretty much impossible for him not to outperform. But it's just one of those things where it feels like it's bound to happen, even though he has such a good roster around him. I think he's still a perfectly fine fantasy football pick, but football is a complete, who knows, man. You can you can figure out as much as you want, but they're real people at the end of the day. But what I love doing is just getting positional values and just really honing in on what we can do with a pick. Because when we get CJ Stroud in the sixth round, that's insane value. And yes, I understand I do need to get my running back game up because I am lacking right now. Bro, take running back? I know. I know. I've completely punted it. Completely, bro. I probably should have taken running back in this tier right here because we got a couple good guys and just waited and taken Kyler Murray. But he got snagged right before me, so it is what it is. It is what it is. I took CJ Stroud for him. He takes Kyler Murray for me. But let's see what kind of running backs we get here in these later picks. Should I draft Caleb Williams? I think he's got a great supporting roster around him. It's not likely that he just completely fails, but the ADP, it's not. It could be worse. What? Okay. I think I'm just completely just like, bro. I'm gonna have to take Zach Moss because I'm not taking Javonte. That offense is not gonna be great. Okay, this is where we just get our value back. Because look at all these running backs. He just took Nick Chubb. He just took Nick Chubb, bro. That would have been great late round. The way that my draft is just shaped up here is it's a little concerning. But give me the slack. I am live streaming at the exact same time, okay? So, hey, we're allowed to have a little bit of a bad draft. Last year I had Josh Jacobs and I sold the pick. PS2, man. PS2. PS2, PS2. Bro, but this live stream is crazy though. Like we're actually getting it going. If anybody is in this stream and you haven't liked it, please go ahead and drop a like on the stream. It literally takes 2 seconds, nothing out of your day, but it really does help me out. Especially this is my first stream, man. Come on, guys, give me a little bit of slack here. Give me a little bit of slack here, man. This is the first stream, okay? Appreciate you guys for liking it, man. Wow, that's actually amazing. That is actually amazing, man. Okay. A couple auto picks back to back. Okay, our pick's coming up. Hold on, let me lock in, bro. Let me lock in. There's so many good quarterbacks. I probably should not have taken CJ Stroud, but it just looked too good, man. He got me. Oh, hold up. Don't take my pick, bro. Don't take my pick. Don't take my pick. He didn't take my pick. Let's go. My friend. My friend. Jaylen Warren, come to the squad. Guys, I think Jaylen Warren is a great value in fantasy football this year. He's going so late in drafts, and every single statistic looking at that offense has pointed in Jaylen Warren's direction. Receiving back. He gets a lot of work just outside of that as well because Najee just has not been great recently. I think he's a great pick. Great pick without that much capital you have to spend on him. David Montgomery's a good pick too. For what Jahmyr Gibbs is, if he does get injured, Montgomery's a league winner, so it's always good to have that backup. You didn't draft Jahmyr Gibbs. I would have loved to see this Jahmyr Gibbs team to get him, but you don't always get what you want. As you can see when you look at my team, it's quite literally confusing. Confusing. But hey, man, I'm streaming at the same time, all right? What do you want from me? What do you want from me, bro? What do you want from me? This is my first time streaming. I'm learning how to do it for the first time. Our team is allowed to be a little bit trash, okay? Are these going to be daily? Not daily for now, because I do have a 9 to 5 at the moment, which is taking a majority of my time. But that's about to end soon, and I'm about to go back to school, back to college. All you guys are probably going back to school too. But once I get back to school, I have so much more time to actually get these things going because I'm doing content and my job at the same time. So it gets a little tough. It gets a little congested sometimes. But they're not going to be every day. At least bare minimum once a week for the next like 2 weeks. And then after that, probably a couple times a week because it's peak fantasy draft season, man. And this is when we need to be sharpening our fantasy brains. Stroud over Burrow. Yeah, Burrow's been like sticking around in this draft for a minute. I honestly think Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase are great picks this year just because, again, they're at a little bit of a discounted ADP to where you just take them. And it's not really that much of a risk to you. Now, when you look at Joe Burrow, you're going to think it's a little bit of a risk because this dude's been injured in and out for so long. But there's a lot of quarterbacks in this draft right here, none of which I'm drafting. So let's see what kind of running backs we have here. Zeke, don't love that. Wide receivers, Courtland Sutton. I do think Courtland Sutton has a chance to be a decent wide receiver. I don't really want to do that, though. I'm going to take Curtis Samuel. There's a really good chance that Curtis Samuel ends up being the number one in fantasy football in that Bills offense. And oh my goodness, guys. We were just clowning on me for having a bad team, right? Y'all weren't watching. You guys were not watching. I was cooking behind your back. You guys had no idea. Because guess what? We got the CJ Stroud and Stephon Diggs stack. We got the CJ Stroud and Stephon Diggs stack, bro. While y'all were clowning on me, while y'all were sleeping, we got a very underrated stack. So, call me what you want. Call me what you want, guys. Call me what you want. Yeah, man. Yeah. Even when my brain is in 10 different places trying to get this stream going, I'm still drafting fire squads. I'm just saying. By the way, Dalton Schultz I don't think is a good pick in fantasy this year at all, by the way. I am leaning away from Dalton Schultz as much as I can. And I don't need that much of a stack, so we're not taking him here. Romeo Doubs, fine pick. Tyler Lockett, fine pick. I don't really need more running backs because I got 3. We could take backup wide receivers, but I think I'm just going to go straight value and hammer these. Wait, pause. Grab these wide receivers that do have a lot of upside. How is Dak not taken yet? I think everybody just has quarterbacks. He was just taken up here. Sorry, I'm a little bit late on the chat, but I think everybody just has quarterbacks. You know, once the top 12 go, you don't really need to grab a backup. He did here for Josh Allen, but it was an auto pick, obviously. So that kind of just happens, which is a reason why I like waiting on quarterbacks. Because once the top 12 go, you're not really going to see people start to take backups until like this range right here, like the 9th, 10th, 11th. Even that might be a little bit too early for me. So I like waiting in drafts and getting a lower level quarterback like Kyler Murray, like Jaden Daniels, like Jordan Love even. Guys that have rushing upside that can get you a return on investment without having to spend a second round pick to get them. That is a strategy I love. Sneaky pick, sneaky pick. Sleepy pick, bro. I'm going to have to start taking defenses here. By the way, guys, if you, like, defenses are so much more important this year in fantasy football just because of how they changed the kickoff rules. So if you guys want to get a step ahead, go check out my most recent YouTube video. I just posted one on fantasy defenses, my top 5 overall and my top 5 sleeper defenses that you can grab at your drafts. So I'm going to see if somebody snipes any of those from me in here. But after you're done with this live stream, definitely go check it out. The video has timestamps throughout the whole thing, so it'll take 2 seconds if you want to look through it. I would appreciate it, but again, it's going to help your fantasy team out a ton. So that is always beneficial. But yeah, defenses are important this year, man. Especially, I'll give you a sneak peek. The Dolphins are on that list. They got a great defense in general, but they're a really fast squad. And I assume they're going to put one of those fast guys on the kickoff returns. Touchdowns off kick returns are going to be a lot higher this year. It's just a fact. Goff Laporta stack is better. That is a fact. That is a fact. But see, I got a stream. This is the first stream. Okay, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. That is a better stack. 100% is a better stack. 100% is a better stack. All right, what can we get? Because this is the range where you just start swinging on sleepers where you don't really have to look at ADP. And one thing that I would suggest to you guys is not to always completely follow ADP. Just because you think it's right You never know, man. And a lot of the times you gotta reach on that one guy that you want to get on your squad just because you need to get him. Like you don't need to wait. So you can kind of look away from ADP in these later rounds. I don't really like any of these running backs, so I'm gonna wait another round for that. Mike Williams, bro's injured, man. All these guys are injured, which is why they're still here. I think Gabe Davis might be able to make some noise. I mean, he's essentially the wide receiver one, but he has been completely just botched, bro. If we're being completely honest, he cannot be consistent for the life of him, bro. He can't. He just straight up can't. Straight up can't. 2 years ago, I had a stacked fantasy team. Somehow they let me get Tyreek Hill, Jamar Chase, Lamar Jackson, and the same team, and I absolutely killed the league. That is insane, bro. I don't know how is that even possible. Was it a 10 or 12? I did something similar to that in a 32-person league. I had like Derrick Henry. Uh, I had I think I think Daniel Jones was the quarterback. Like I don't know. I had an insanely stacked squad though. I'll tell you that much. No, I don't want a quarterback. We don't need backup quarterbacks. I don't need backup quarterbacks. We can take our defense and kicker though. So okay, we see the Dolphins team here going. I'm not surprised. I did give a sneak peek of the Dolphins defense. It's not my number one sleeper defense, by the way. So go check out the YouTube video if you haven't already. But they are up there. They are up there for sure. Am I gonna rate these teams? Yeah, I can rate them for you. I can rate these teams for sure. I can rate these teams most definitely. Yo, by the way though, how do you guys like the stream setup? Is there anything that you would change? Would you change my face cam size? Would you change where it's located? Is the audio not great? I want to know because it's the first time I've ever done live streams on YouTube, so I do want you guys to give me as much input as you possibly can. You know what I mean? Because I want to make these as good as I possibly can for you guys. And once the season gets going and gets hyped up a little bit more, we're going to be doing these live streams a lot more often. So I want to make sure they're great for you guys when I actually figure out how to do them. Because, bro, this is the first time I'm doing this. I pretty much showed my entire OBS setup when I was starting the stream just because I didn't know how to do it. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, let's go ahead and see if we can change this to a lower draft time. Yeah, we can change it to 10 seconds. Because there's not even that many picks left. It's just defenses and kickers. Y'all don't need that long. Y'all don't need that long. W setup, just make sure you don't stay too far away from the mic because audio will cut out. That is a good point. I'm assuming this is pretty decent right here. But yeah, when I walked away over there, if you guys were still on the stream at that point, it probably didn't sound good. That probably did not sound good. But okay, let's see if anybody took my sleeper defenses. The Cowboys defense going this late is pretty surprising, I'm not gonna lie. Jets is a sleeper defense that I do have on my list. The Ravens is a good defense, Browns is a good defense. Dolphins is a good defense. There's still some sleepers that you guys haven't drafted yet. But make sure to go check out that video if you really want to know. But you know, that is good to know. That is good to know. And I'm assuming the camera quality isn't really like that bad. You know? Like it's probably decently bad, but it could be worse. It could be worse. Oh, no, we need our kicker. All right, man. Okay. We got to go ahead and review these teams. So let's get this thing going. We're going to rate the teams. And I'm assuming all you haters are going to say my team is not good. But hey, there was a lot going on. All right. So number one over here, let's just zoom in here and take a look at this, bro. Because what in the absolute world am I looking at? Because, bro, why did he try? why did he actually, like, try at the end? But the beginning wasn't, you know, I think it's because he went on auto pick. I think that's what happened. I think he actually, like, was messing, and then he just gave up. But, okay. That team's probably going to be the worst, I'm not going to lie. Had the 102, ended up with Brees. Amir, I love this team. How do you feel? Bro, that's a pretty good team. 102, you got Brees at your number one. That's a little bit egregious, but if you think Brees is that guy, that Joe, it's perfectly fine. Um, okay, Marvin Harrison, Devontae Adams, Drake London. Yeah, that's a fire start. That's a really good start. Shout out, man. But let's continue rating these teams. Justin Jefferson, Josh Allen. Again, I don't love taking quarterbacks this early. When you're getting guys like Kyler Murray down here, Joe Burrow, even, there's no need to take a quarterback that early, man. It's only like a 3 point, maybe fantasy football point difference. HN, Neighbors, again, honestly, I'm not in love with this team, bro. And that just might be my personal opinion. But I'm not in love with Neighbors. That offense is not great. And he's the only offensive weapon they have. So if anybody wants to stop the Giants, just double Neighbors. You have no offense. Like, there's no Saquon. Daniel Jones is coming off injury. He's not great. And they have nobody else, really. So, especially in the fourth, I don't love Malik Neighbors. George Pickens, I think, is a fine pick as long as Brandon Ayuk doesn't go to the Steelers. Christian Kirk, fine pick. Xavier Worthy, I'm not in love with that ADP there. Brock Bowers, I think, is a really good sleeper pick. He's going really low for what he can provide. I'm not saying he's going to be a Sam Laporta type guy, but he's perfectly fine. Austin Eckler, as a Commanders fan, I'm a little bit scared. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this was an auto-drafted team in the back here. Not my favorite. You don't really have running back depth, and it's a very risky running back depth at that, so it is what it is. Number 3 here, my boy, I recognize you. I've seen you in a couple other streams as well. CeeDee Lamb, Devontae Adams, Sam Laporta. A 0 RB kind of strat, but it worked out because you still managed to get Kenneth Walker and Aaron Jones. This is kind of the team that I was going for, but just did not execute. Like, this is a really solid team. And you got Jared Goff as the stack. This is definitely my favorite team as of now. And you got the Miami Dolphins. You were listening to the streams. You got some sleeper running backs here at the end just to round that out. Perfect. Honestly, that's not even bad. The only thing that I would maybe suggest is getting like another mid-tier running back here just because you have these two that you're going to start. But I think TJ Hawkinson's a great value in the late rounds. You just got to wait for him to come back, which might take a while. But then this team right here, possibly auto-drafted, half the draft. Started off Christian McCaffrey, ETN. I think that's a little bit strong, especially in today's age of fantasy football. But, you got that running back position down. Someone said facts. I'm at the 106. I got you. Josh Palmer is just that guy. Maybe he is. Maybe he's justified to be that number 1 pick, and I just don't even know it. But, yeah, I'm not in love with this team either. Mark Andrews is fine. I think he carries a little bit more risk than upside at his ADP at least. Stevenson, fine. Kyler Murray, I like that pick. I like the Kyler Murray pick. The rest is not bad. Caleb Williams is a backup quarterback. Then we have my team, man. Clap it up for my team, bro, because it was tough. It was tough trying to watch all this. But I got Tyreek Hill, love the start. Then I messed it up at Drake London. I think Drake London's fine. At that ADP though, I'm a little worried. Derrick Henry, fine. But when you look at my running back situation, it is clearly a hero RB that just did not work out well. I like the Jalen Warren pick. Don't love the Zach Moss pick. If I would have gone running back here instead of CJ Stroud and then taken a quarterback later like Jane Daniels, would have been way better. But yeah, that is what it is. Then we got Jamar Chase, Kyron, Brandon Ayuk, Lamar Jackson, Zay Flowers. This is a really strong start, especially because you have that Flowers and Lamar Jackson stack. I love stacking quarterbacks with wide receivers if you can. Don't reach for it, but if you can get it going, it's a great idea. It's a great idea because your upside is just so much higher. But if you guys are in this stream and you haven't liked it up, please drop a like on the stream. It helps me out a ton. It takes nothing out of your day, but it really does make mine. I guess it's night now. It's not really day, but, it is what it is. But, yeah, this is a pretty solid team. Depending on where Brandon Ayuk goes, but you got James Conner, you got Nick Chubb. Your running back position is fine, especially later in drafts. I like the Jane Daniels upside. Just in case he happens to break out, you can trade Lamar Jackson for a wide receiver or something of value and start Jane Daniels. And this is a pretty strong start, really young start here. This is actually really impressive. I don't love this middle part, but if you start Amon-Ra and Marvin Harrison and Isaiah Pacheco and Jalen Hurts in the 4th with Dalton Kincaid, which is like a possible tight end 1. I'm not saying he is, but he's got the upside to do it. Then you got Jaden Reed. This middle part, I'm not in love with, but yeah, you really, really started strong here with this pick. I'm not going to lie. That was strong. This team, what is going on here, bro? Who in the world even is this? Who is this? Dante Silencius. He's 6'2". Interesting. There's literally nothing about him though. Literally, like he's never. What does this say? Waived with injury. Okay, well there you go. Great number one pick, guys. Great number one pick. Bro missed Nick Chubb and Eckler. I did. I did miss Nick Chubb and Eckler. But to be fair, I wasn't looking at the draft board. This is the first ever draft. Okay, give me some slack. But yeah, no, I did. I did. I definitely whiffed on those guys. I could have gotten them and I didn't. But we got another strong running back start. I don't love this simply just because the wide receivers are a little bit weak. They're just risky. Like I don't see any of these wide receivers that you drafted finishing as like a top 10 wide receiver. But Brees Hall, love that pick. Jonathan Taylor, not a bad pick at all. I probably would have gone wide receiver in this range though. I would have gone Marvin Harrison probably, but I can see your reasoning for not doing it just because like the fall off after Puka is decent as far as like solid wide receivers go because then you got Marvin Harrison, Drake London, Devontae Adams, like they have their risks. So I could see why you did that. Jordan Love, fine option. George Kittle, fine option. Pat Fryermuth could be a sleeper. Not bad. I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but definitely nothing wrong with that. This team looks like it has potential. We got Bijan, Garrett Wilson. Where's your quarterback? Deshaun Watson. Okay, that kind of ruined it. No, but I mean, you got Amari Cooper. So if Deshaun Watson ends up actually being something this year, then maybe you're chilling. But I like the Blake Corum pick. I mean, the rest isn't really that bad. Cooper Cup could be a sleeper. Third round's a little early in my opinion, but I don't see anything wrong with that. And then over here, AJ Brown, Jahmyr Gibbs, Nico Collins. I think this is a really strong start. And you also got Joe Mixon that late. And yeah, hold on, bro. You got Tua at quarterback. In the last round, Tua's insane. But like, I have no problems with that. Like that's honestly not bad. You maximize your potential at every other position. You don't have a kicker, but I mean, it's a mock draft. Who really cares? And then we got Puka, Saquon, Rashad White, Travis Kelsey, Anthony Richardson here, T. Higgins. This is another team with a good amount of upside. I'm not in love with Rashad White this year simply because of the workload situation. I know a lot of people were like, oh, well, he got so much work last year, so he's going to be good. I don't really feel that way because he was only 3 touches behind Christian McCaffrey. There's no way that continues. I might do the Kyler stack too. I like the Kyler stack. I think the Kyler stack has a lot of potential. You are taking a little bit more risk by taking not Anthony Richardson, sorry, Marvin Harrison that early. But if he's going to be your second wide receiver, like if you take like this team for example, you take Monroe in the first round and then Marvin Harrison in the second, like, and then just slam running backs, you have a long ways to go till you get a quarterback of Kyler Murray in the ADP. So that's honestly a strong decision. I do like stacking rushing quarterbacks with wide receiver ones because you get that upside with the rushing. Like stacking running backs and quarterbacks doesn't really work as well. Like if you want to really maximize your draft, wide receivers and quarterbacks is the way to go, especially with quarterbacks that run a lot. I wouldn't necessarily do it with Jane Daniels and Terry McLaurin. I think Jane Daniels is going to be a way better fantasy quarterback than he is a real life quarterback. But yeah, no, these drafts were great, guys. This team was pretty decent for the most part. Everybody did their part. Um, how did he get Tua in the last round? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of the times though, which is why I say to draft quarterbacks in the late rounds, you don't like after the fifth round. Really, nobody takes quarterbacks. Like they'll take a backup here and there, but you don't really need one, and you can get a decent quarterback in the late rounds. And there's always quarterbacks you can stream off waivers if you really want to. But you know that is insane. You got Tua after Deshaun Watson too. Like, I don't know how you did that. I don't know how you did that. But yeah, guys, um, that is the stream, man. That is the stream. I think we're gonna keep it to one mock draft tonight, just because it is 10:30 and I do have to work tomorrow. Unfortunately, L job, right? Kidding. It's a great job. But yeah, this was an amazing live stream, guys. If you have any questions, we can just hang out conversationally. But this is a pretty good draft, man. I'd probably give. I like these first. I like these first ones. I like the CeeDee Lamb team. The Jamar Chase team was pretty decent. Honestly, I'd give it to this team right here. I think this team was pretty good. This team was pretty solid. Why wasn't Colin Kaepernick drafted? Wrong year, wrong decade, possibly. Last year I had Trevor Lawrence and Christian Kirk stacked. That had potential. Unfortunately, it didn't work out as best as it possibly could, but you tried, and that's not bad. It could always be worse. It could always be worse. But I appreciate all you guys hanging out in this live stream. If you haven't liked the live, please do it real quick. Takes 2 seconds. I would appreciate it. But guys, let me know what you thought about the live stream, man, because this was the very first one that we did, and you know, it was all over the place a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta learn how to use OBS better. I will tell you that. And you're gonna see me try to figure out how to end this stream too, because I don't even know how to do that. But that's a conversation for another day. But yeah, bro, I think all these teams are pretty decent. Everybody did a great job. Here's the YouTube live, man. Shout out to you guys, man. You're checking out yourselves in these chats. Shout out to you. Okay, my screen froze. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, that is a stream. I seriously appreciate you guys. If you have any other questions, I will go ahead and answer them before I end this live stream, but I do appreciate it. You guys mean the absolute world. This is the first live stream I've ever done on YouTube, so this is a very sentimental and important group of guys we got here on this mock draft. Absolutely amazing. I do appreciate you guys. If you do want to make sure you maximize your fantasy football defenses this year, go check out my most recent YouTube video. Takes 2 seconds. It's got timestamps throughout the whole thing, so you can watch it and enjoy yourself. I'll probably be live again next week. No, I will be live again next week. What day? That's up for debate, but it will be next week, probably earlier. Honestly, probably either like Monday, Tuesday. But that is for another day. I appreciate you guys hanging out in this live stream. Absolutely amazing. Colin Kaepernick's the GOAT. I mean, why do you say that? Why do you say that? I'm curious. Really missed out on Mark Andrews' first live stream I've been in. Awesome stream overall. Yes, sir. Love to make the next one. Keep making W content. Hey, Creeper Jones, man. Creeper Jones. Shout out to you, bro. Really appreciate you hanging out in this live stream the whole time, making it fun, making it enjoy, and making me enjoy it even more. Absolutely amazing. Super happy to have you in here. I'm pretty sure if you put your post notifications on for the YouTube, you'll get notifications when the live goes up every time, so you can do it that way. But yeah, these will be going a lot more often in the next coming weeks. I do appreciate you hanging out in this live stream. You guys are absolutely amazing. Getting kicked out of the NFL. Yes, sir, he was, bro. I honestly wouldn't be mad. Like, I kind of want to see him play football again. But anyways, I appreciate you guys hanging out in this live stream. We are officially going to cut it off here. Shout out to my OBS right here. This looks absolutely insane. Appreciate you guys hanging out in this live stream. Check out the videos if you want to see more of me, and I will see you guys in the next one coming soon. Let's hope I end this in the right way so it isn't stupid and I